That's what she said.
No, that is definitely what he said. He's
Yo, pause. Relax. I gotta start this shit off right, man.
Oh man, what am I get myself into?
throwback right here.
On this label, 500 words a minute make it hard to digest what I say. But 500 number one hits on the Billboard chart, don't keep it that way. Hold on as tight as you can. Whatever you do, don't lose your grip. Not only anticipate you to move, they wait for you to slip. But
I don't. Y'all don't feel me, man. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me, man.
that's you with that badass business.
Y'all wasn't outside when this shit was out, man.
I was out. It was all right.
You got service subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? You ain't even much get a chance to say a word, huh? I know I ain't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds, huh? You won't bust one of them niggas' heads.
This when everybody go get a drink.
Huh? You know how to play,
Play it,
huh?
huh?
I know you just ain't gonna let a nigga come and talk to you, huh? Stunning French,
Oh
huh?
my God.
You know, got that fire.
Y'all, what the hell, man? Y'all, listen, man.
How you do that,
I don't understand how we brothers sometimes, man.
Nah, I remember this.
Because we got two different lifestyles. We got two different upbringings, man.
How you do that there?
Oh damn, this is
How you do that there? Florida, Arkansas, how you do that there? Say who that? Say they wanna do that. Run off the wheel and get your ass with blue black. My nigga, my nerve.
I'm just trying to let y'all know how I feel, man. Y'all in my zone, in my vibe.
Vibing right now. You on one right now.
Cover my nigga, cause young niggas still down. Alibaba, huh? Nigga, what? Huh? Give a fuck, nigga, what? Full of that weed, planted like a poppy seed. A slanted and a chanting happy nigga named Young Bleed Corleone. In the jungle where the murder men mama for months and days.
I can appreciate it. I can rock with this. Sideways.
Wall, come on, man.
Yeah.
House. Big Pokey, Empire Wild, baby. It's the people's champ. I'm something like a bowler. The candy paint dripping out for the old school Impala. I'm with that big bank Hank, that Poppy Joe and box. Trunk bump like chicken pox. Turn the bass up just a notch. You see them blades chopping. You see that trunk popping. Hoes that diss me in the club. The same hoes in the parking lot bopping. They
Something you gotta ease into this. You can't just pull us out on a Wednesday night.
You gon' see about 20 carats. I'm with the goo, you on 5900 in the Tahoe 124s. I'm the truth, I got they glow. I'm out there Swisher House with Archie Lee and Kuda Bang, sitting sideways on Swain, the candy paint dripping off
Yeah, it's getting better. You working your way there.
Okay. That's enough, man.
Our journey.
Y'all not on the same energy as me, man. Y'all not on the same wave as me. Apparently, man, I got too turned up on this drive home. On
Must
70,
be.
man.
Must be.
With a freaking 2-year-old listening to Coco Melon in the headphones. I'm on the way back, man. How's everybody doing? Today, man? First off, let me hit the horns. God dang it. It's cold as fuck right now, man. What the hell's going on?
We still got.
It's like 40 something up here, man.
Yeah, we still doing 70s, like 75, 80 during the day, but it'll be like 50 at night.
Gosh, dude, it's some bullshit, dog. It's some bullshit. It's like 40 something right now.
Ooh, y'all catching it.
And I'm in the projects, so of course they ain't turned the heat on yet.
Yeah.
You don't control your own heat?
No. The government control our heat.
Oh my
They
God.
control our air conditioning too. So they don't turn the heat on until like October 15th or some stupid shit. It's cold as fuck. People have been coming to me because when people need shit done, they come to me and like I go to the, so they've been coming to me asking about the heat, and I'm like, nigga, don't you know if I knew something about the heat, I would turn on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was so cold today. I stayed in bed all day. Me and Tebba stayed in bed all day.
Like
you know
that?
What I'm saying? Like, like we were under the sheet. She had her pajamas on. She had like a pajama set and then the whole body footy pajamas on.
Oh, wow.
I gotta make Tebba a onesie.
Sweatsuit. Yes, you do. I had on a sweatsuit with my fucking robe, and then we had on like the sheet, the blanket, and then like another fleece on top of that.
Damn, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So
freezing.
I went, made her some French toast, brought that shit back to the bed, and we just chilled. And we just did everything that we would normally do in the living room, everything, all the reading, everything right there in bed. Yeah. And then nap time, I fell asleep my damn self, and then woke up, took a shower and shit. And then we went, to my Aunt Debbie's house, went to Aunt Debbie's house and shit like that. So yeah, but it was so fucking cold. I was like, yo, just we're just gonna phone it in today. Like, there's no reason to get up. There's no reason to get out of bed. It's cold as fuck. It's cold as shit, bro. It's 40 something. And then the government ain't turned the fucking heat on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they dirty for that
I'm
one.
sorry.
Yeah, because I'm still.
We about to go on a rent strike or something, man.
I'm still walking around in shorts right now. It's hoodie season, so I got the hoodie and the shorts on, and we rolling, working out and shit.
Yeah, I seen a white dude in shorts the other day.
Yeah.
Like I'm no shit. I'm in a sweater, a tie, a fucking like a fucking pea coat. Like bundled the fuck up.
Bundled up,
shit
yeah.
You
got to be damn near. They got the scarf around your neck.
Yeah, this motherfucker is in shorts and like a Hawaiian shirt and some Crocs, just pulling like a bunch of fucking food orders or some shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Clearly, I don't know, bro. He's either on something or he was a little heavy set. So I'm like,
he got that weight. Yeah, that second layer.
Yeah. The blubber, as the Inuit would call it. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know, but yeah, man. Like I don't know, bro. But he was chilling, because that shit used to always kill me, man. When I would see like people wearing shorts and they would have steam coming off them.
Oh yeah.
like Mike Dicker looking ass motherfuckers and shit.
On the Bears sideline.
Yeah. Motherfuckers looking like Larry Zucker with mad steam just coming off their head and shit. Just
it's just good.
Or like some black dude Ironhead Hayward with the hot dog rolls on his neck, just steam coming off him. Looking like the fucking meat cart in New York, you know what I'm saying? Just about to throw his ass on a fucking bun. Just, that's the shit I see in the wintertime, man. But I'm not used to this shit, bro. I haven't been out here in 10 years.
Oh, all your shit has been Hawaii shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you coming back here like, what the fuck?
Hawaii and
It's
San
gonna be
Diego.
your first winter here? It's gonna be your
first winter since 2011.
Damn.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
happy Yom Kippur, dog.
Yeah.
Yom Kippur. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, so I gotta get used to driving out here again, because I didn't drive last year, and I got a 4-wheel drive car, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, wait till that snow hit up there. Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm gonna be in the house, bro. I'm gonna be in the house. I'm about to be Amazon and mass shit, Uber Eats and everything. Back to getting everything delivered by Target. Because I'm already like getting like anxiety from driving.
Yeah.
Just from the weather change, I'm already getting anxiety from this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking way too much weed just to drive. Like,
you saw how it was when I came out.
Hotboxing Tebba and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just to drive. Just to go to school, Tebba in the hot box.
Yeah. Meet you in the steam engine.
Yeah.
The little engine that could.
Yeah.
Yo, fucking Tebba go to daycare. They like, damn, your dad smoking on Pookie Look.
Tebba go to daycare and she looking for all the snacks. She looking for all the snacks.
Oh my god, no, she don't get any secondhand, whatever. But
nah.
I use essential oils on her, bro. Like those shits put her the fuck out, man. Those shits put her out. Work? Yeah, essential oils, man. Lavender or like jasmine, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right on the temples, under the neck, and then on the wrist right there. Yo, them little motherfuckers is done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then the other thing that works on these little bastards is old school video games. So like if
Tecmo Bowl or something.
Bro, I'll put on like Sonic the Hedgehog or like Mario or some shit.
Oh yeah.
And that shit will put them motherfuckers out in like 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the left to right side scrolling. That shit just get them leaning. Yeah. That shit get them lit. It's like Tim Hardaway crossover, like they get lean in one direction, and that shit is a wrap. I do that shit at Tep all the time, man. Cause I used to do the the water videos, the wave videos, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, she kind of got used to that shit. She likes it. And I'm like, all right, I got something for that ass now. Got something for that ass now.
We're gonna give you some Super Mario Brothers 1.
Yeah. I put that shit on, man. It's the music. Yeah. It's just repetitive. And then it's just left to right, and it's just do it. And then she be into this shit because she watched me beat Sonic 1. She watched me beat Sonic 1, and I was like proud. I cried and shit. I was like, damn, man, that was a moment, bro. Like I just did this shit with my daughter. You know, that's what's up. And then I was gonna do Sonic 2, but I was like, I don't feel like doing that shit. So I just went on YouTube and then watch somebody do it.
Oh, watch somebody play it. Yeah.
She watched somebody play it, and then I was like, oh, this shit work. And started doing Mario and shit, and fucking like Donkey Kong, like the real basic shit.
Hayes did that to us when we was up there. That's why everybody fell asleep.
That's what he did. Yeah. He had his fucking people streaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but that's me, man. How y'all been, man? Enough about my bullshit, bro. How y'all been? 'Cause we've been going for about 10 days. Because I had my daughter last Sunday. She was supposed to have soccer. So I gotta, dad shit comes first, man. The pod is great, man. But I gotta, when I'm 55 years old, my fucking bladder doesn't work. I need my daughter to take care of me. I need her to change that fucking bag for me.
Change that diaper.
I gotta make sure I take her to soccer practice on Sundays, man. So how was y'all shit? We've been going for a minute, man.
Well, shit, mine. Well, I've been in class, project management class, which has been pretty dope. It's like the leadership shit that we deal with already in the military, just in civilian.
What are the 6 principles of project management?
Hey, I just took the class. I still got to apply for the certification.
Yo, no, I took that shit, bro. Data dumped it all, bro.
Yeah. No, what it was, it's crazy because it's while they were explaining it, their jargon, their verbiage, it seemed foreign. But then when dude would explain exactly what it was, I'm like, oh, that's just an after action review. Yeah, we just work in the budget.
You already do it. You already do it.
Yeah, you already do it. It's just a matter of translating it into their stuff. So it was good. Knocked that out, and then been on the getting the retirement paperwork, setting up them leave forms and all that stuff because I'm out. I'm trying to take like 120 days. Don't
you got less than a year, bro.
Yeah, and then the way that it's going, once I get all my junk in, I could be on leave by April, but my retirement date ain't till September. So it'll just be, what the hell do I want to do? I'll be working some other shit in the time being doing that, but yeah. So that shit has been the major thing, and then what else I got going on? Some feel good shit. Friends, true childhood friends is something to fucking cherish. I tell you that. Because my man Mike, he know I'll always ask about Just, and I ain't seen Just. I don't remember the last time I've physically seen Just. Maybe before I left for high school, but I asked for the picture, the one picture that he had. He was back home, got that, and then Mike out of the blue today called me, and I'm looking at the shit. I'm like, fuck, I'm at work, but it's my man. Fuck it, yo, what's up? And he like, yo, I got Just right here.
Oh
you
shit,
talk
man.
To him? I was like, oh shit, I ain't talked to Just since damn near high school. So
how drunk were they?
Huh?
You know they were sipping on something.
Yeah. He was good. Just is doing okay. He's trying to get better and whatnot. But the fact that my guy,
you ain't got him,
knew how much my other guy meant, and when the opportunity popped up, he thought of me and said, "Yo, somebody want to talk to you." So that shit made my day today. So,
oh man, that's
we riding high right now. We all right.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I'm gonna go to the soundboard for that though. Fuck out of here with that feel good shit, man. Nah, that's what's up, man, bro. That's dope, man. Cause I mean, it's on fucking camera, bro. When you started talking about that shit, I started fucking crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, that's super dope, man. That's a really great phone call to get, man. That's friends,
so
man.
that was dope.
How
So that's
many
me.
of us have them friends? You know.
Right.
Sadira,
Nice.
how about you? How about you, Sadira? You over there working off hours and shit.
I'm always
Asking-
working.
Asking how to put people down politely.
Yeah. No, I'm in the middle of doing performance appraisals, and I sent one out and rated the person
Yo,
fully
how much-
successful.
How much?
Right.
How much do they get, yo?
Fully successful, you don't get nothing most of the time. But I rated somebody fully successful, and they responded back, well, how do you get above fully successful? I'm keeping up with my work. And I'm like, well, my initial response is, well, that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get anything above a fully successful if you don't, put yourself out there. So that's why I asked, because
Okay.
I still haven't responded to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that
Just
tomorrow.
some initiative. I'll write up some stuff for you. You know how to do that, man. That's just basic eval shit right there, man. But
Yeah. That's
no,
what I
because
said.
oh my god, man, I don't miss those days, man. Like having to write a gang of evals and shit and appraisals.
Hell
People,
no,
you just
it's
like,
not.
yo, I gotta make some shit up, man. Like,
So that's why everybody getting fully successful. No.
no. So how much? Because people in government, they get a bonus for like getting good
Yeah.
performance reviews. So are you allowed to tell the number, like the dollar?
But we
amount?
don't know how much we're gonna get until
So last year, how much
like-
did folks get for evals for appraisals?
I could tell you how much I got last year.
I ain't trying to count your pockets. I'm just saying a hypothetical person like me, but I wasn't employed last year. You know what I'm saying? So
Let me look real quick.
So if you do a above and beyond a good job, you get a monetary bonus.
they break you off, bro.
hmm
Oh shit!
They'll
all
give
right.
you
get,
cash or
uh,
they'll give you time,
Time off. Okay, yeah.
or they'll just give you.
I got
they'll just
both.
get- or they can give you like a quality step increase.
Yeah.
No,
do
they
that
don't do
shit.
that. Those
They
are
don't do that no
very
more?
hard to come by. They stingy with
Okay.
those.
You gotta change
Because
the
I
world.
asked for one. Yeah.
Yeah. But they shit that they
let
can
me
do
see.
like they can break you off, bro. Like even if you just like banging out a great job at work, your boss can be like, "Yo, take a 24 or take a
So
1 hour."
I
Take
got-
like here's 2 hours.
I got a little over 2,000 last year.
Oh my god!
Just for
And
doing a
that
good
was
job.
based on my GS12 pay, not my 13 pay. So I got an outstanding rating. So
Uh-huh.
I got a little over 2,000, and then I think I got a time off award. I think I got 2 days off on top of that.
Damn, that's a
I
4-day
think-
weekend.
Yeah,
Legit. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
that's crazy. That's yo, $2,000. That's a full pay period essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a full pay period right there. Bam, here you go. Good job. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
That's what's up. That's half month's pay just for doing your job.
Well, that's doing more. 'cause
Well, doing
I got,
above
like I
and
said,
beyond.
I got it
Yeah.
outstanding.
And that's and it's like, yo, and the higher up you are, the more you get paid, man.
That's
Yep.
I just got there, so I ain't getting that shit. But I'm like, yo, because the new fiscal year just started, or the new fiscal year just started.
When did you start?
I didn't start until April.
I mean, you on record for at least 90 days, you can get something.
I'm trash. I ain't above and beyond. I ain't above. I barely even be at work.
Oh
I
my
barely be at
gosh.
work. You know,
Oh,
if you were, we couldn't be in the same office, Sadira. You'd write me up.
Shit, yeah, you'd be definitely right. Him up. Oh man.
I'd want to read what she has to write about
He's
you.
like, I don't know what his cologne is, but apparently it's Eau de Kush. Nah, I'm joking. I do not come to work smelling like the fucking Loud Pack. But no, I just be at work listening to podcasts all day and shit.
Yeah.
I don't do shit on my Friday, so it's like we don't we don't do anything on Friday. We don't have any meetings. No one does interviews on Friday. We never do interviews on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all just come in and knock out some paperwork and then there's water cooler talk.
Well, nobody comes in anymore except like me and there's one chick, Naomi, but her daughter has like half days or some shit on Fridays coming up, so she's never going to be there. And then my supervisor, she comes in on like Tuesday or Wednesday or some shit. My homeboy that came in on Fridays with me, he comes in on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, once every 2 weeks. So I just be the only motherfucker in there, except for this other woman that sits way the fuck around the corner in like the cubicles. I'm in my own office in the whole of the section, yeah. So I just be in and out. I'll be in and out, man. Like once an hour, take my little smoke break. You know what I'm saying? Chill, go listen to something on the radio real quick, go to the cafeteria, walk around, chill, you know, go to the gym, look at weights I ain't never going to use, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know, just making sure people see my face, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Ordering like business cards and shit and signs for the wall, because, you know, they got my name on the door and shit like that, kind of stuff. So it's like, got to make sure, you know, my shit is everywhere. Because I was like, how the fuck? I was like, how does anybody know to call me if they have a problem?
Oh, you got to put your picture and your number and shit up.
Well, no, I don't have. No. Because as soon as I asked that question, a motherfucker called me at 2:30 on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, they fucking.
You went down the hallway ripping all that shit down.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they know how to reach me. They know how to reach me. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But we got a special guest today, man. We are joined by a friend of the show. Many names. Known as motherfucking SkateBoard D. You know what I'm saying? Me and this man been the fucking depths that we cannot even talk about on unclassified networks out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me on fucking SipperNet. All right. Yo, been to foreign countries. I remember, bro. Didn't I have you and Crosby over watching Rihanna videos before going out one night? Or watching Step Brothers before we went out one night, getting fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the worst supervisor ever. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm joined by a friend of the show.
You don't change.
Edwin Delossantos, ladies and gentlemen. I would make a round of applause, but I don't have that sound.
Good to see you, Sadira.
How we doing?
Calvin. Oh man, I listen to you guys a lot. For those who don't know,
this guy listens to every fucking episode.
And
before the pod, it was just me and him on watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For 6 hours straight. And that's what we did for a deployment in the ISEX and countless duty days. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Writing down the dumbest things we could, topics we could come up with. Next thing you know, you take it and actually monetize this thing, brother. You're doing the right thing with this. So one of the things people I talk about, man, that you know made career changes, things like that. After they got out, I'm like, we would sit around. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna write like music. I'm gonna write an album. You know what I'm saying? It just sounded fucking hilarious back then because nothing, right? It's just like me just saying this shit underway, right? So anytime you hear anybody in the military talk about music, the shit's automatically trash. That's what you have to think. It's like, yo, this old ass chief is talking about doing music. What the fuck, right? You know, and then this guy is like writing jokes in a little green notepad, right? Like writing jokes. Memorandum. Yeah.
And he's like, yo,
man, the little
I'm
green
writing stand-up material.
I remember me and Crosby went at it.
Up,
and the only way to resolve it was to actually come up with a rap battle.
Yeah,
it was. I remember. Look, I love the guy, all right, but I had to
Did you destroy him?
Yeah, I had. You know what I mean. I had to bring up his teeth.
Oh, you killed him! He went.
He had a schnauzer, brother. Like,
oh man! Shout out to Crosby.
They can smell me around the corner. Oh man, it was just too much, but that was a good time. I remember that. Yeah. That's where it all started. You know, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna make a podcast about this. You do that, man.
Yeah, and now you know, from being on the mid-watch, just having the craziest conversations to telling jokes and shit, to now you doing that, getting booked to do shows.
You doing the comedian thing? Like,
you know what? Yes, I am. You know what I mean? But just starting off, so it's just kind of ramping up. But you know what I mean? When I'm out there, like I'm just trying to hit all the mics that I can.
Dope
know what I
shit.
mean? So
Dope
yeah,
shit.
it's fun, but it's nerve-wracking. Trust me, brother. Like I
Yeah.
still get the shakes, I get the nervous, like, coughs, but then you get up there, you just turn you just turn the switch on and you just become
Yeah.
somebody else. I really mean it, man. You
That
know what I mean?
good.
That's why
That-
it's not
that
like it's exactly.
Keeps
It's like
you on edge. Keeps you sharp.
yeah, it does. Yeah, because I was even telling Meach, and I was all like, man, it's one thing to just go out there and talk, you know what I mean? But then you got to go out there and get the reaction out of people.
Yeah.
That's different. That's a whole nother ball game. You know what I mean? You're not just out there to say what you think is on top of your head, but you got to make sure you let them know, like, hey, man, I'm going to take this a direction where, like, you either going to follow me or you're just going to boo me.
That's what's up. That's right.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy. Yeah. But
Oh man, we gonna be watching your next Netflix special or some shit.
yeah.
Be like, yo, I was on the fucking pod with this dude in the
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah.
Man, I'm like, he stole that joke from me. I said that on something
Yeah.
22 years ago.
Stole that shit on watch. That's what's up though.
Yeah, I
Like we
have
were
a
under the
cheat.
ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I got a
so
cheat. This dude's still trying to become a rapper. What's up with that?
hey, chill the fuck out with the jokes.
okay, yeah. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Yeah, we save that for another one.
Say, we
Yeah,
not
right,
even
yeah.
fucking 10 minutes in, buddy. Chill.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. You're right. I can't just start, spitting on the host yet.
Let me finish my first fucking joint first. God damn, man. Let me get fucking
Oh,
loose. God
man.
damn. But no, so here's the deal, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, because we know each other, right? But the audience doesn't know you. Some of the audience does. 'Cause
Right.
A lot of the audience is prior military, things like that, right? So for those who don't know, I met Delossantos, I'm going to say it was back in 2011? Because you were already on the boat, right?
Right.
When I
Yeah.
got there. You were already on the boat when I got there. I left New Jersey, left recruiting. That's when I cut my family off because they chose my ex-wife, and I cut
The
them off.
unmentionable.
Yeah,
You got to
went
bring that up every show.
Yes, went to San Diego.
It's a must. It's a badge.
No. So I go to San Diego, and I inherit this ragtag division, the bad news fucking Bears. You know what I'm saying?
You like
Let me
fucking
tell you.
Gunny Highway and
Because
damn-
I just left the USS Florida, which was a shit show when I got there because they were going from a ballistic missile submarine to a guided missile submarine. So they're trying to change the culture of being out just for 3 months, not doing shit, to now we're the tip of the fucking spear in enemy territory all the time, forward deployed, doing cool shit, right? And they've never done that. So they're trying to do that. And then I go to San Diego, and I'm used to the East Coast where everything is like, yo, go. Everything is 100 miles an hour. And I go to the West Coast, and these motherfuckers might as well have been smoking doobies on the pier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the wild, wild west for real.
Yeah.
Like, it's the wild, wild. It's like fucking Fast Times at Richmond High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like, I
relax,
was about to lose my shit coming in. I was like fucking hardcore, fucking Major Pain and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like, like my boy Bagley is my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, Bagley, you can't be the fucking 3M guy anymore, man. I gotta just like doing wild shit. Just like, yo, just fucking doing shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's what you
like,
gotta
I
do.
don't even know how to spell 3M.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but no. So I met him. This is 2011. Prior to that, you had a whole entire life. So prior to us meeting, what the fuck were you doing?
Man,
Like, what happened prior to 2011?
I mean, there was nothing much going. Oh, like as far as the division, just to get
No, just like life, motherfucker. Like, what was Earth like?
Oh man, you're really asking about that? Damn.
I mean,
guess it
because
was
okay, you were born in
eons before that. No,
Los
I know
Angeles.
that.
You know, fucking Jaime Escalante was your English teacher. You know what I'm saying? You guys played
Yeah,
handball.
just trying to stand and deliver. Yeah, I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
fucking
stand.
know, man. Like, what's the fucking skateboard D
No, I
story?
appreciate it.
You were fucking
Yeah, that's where
skateboarding with
that's
Rob
where-
Dyrdek, and then he got big off Ridiculous, and then you joined the Navy.
I just told
don't
him,
know.
you know what? I'm gonna go my own way. I'm gonna go do the military lifestyle. You know, you do you. Let's see how successful you get. You know what I mean? And now I'm here in front of a podcast and next to 2 viewers, and he's out there making millions off of fantasy. But no, I'm just kidding, man. No, yeah, before that, before all that stuff, yeah, man, it was just, good times, LA, Long Beach, just cruising down with my skateboard. That's all it was. That dirty skate rat, you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? This traffic liability. Yeah, that's all I was, really.
You have a
I was like,
longboard?
man, I got it. Say again?
You had a longboard?
Nah, man, that's no tricks. You can't do nothing on that thing. That is horrible. That's not even skateboarding, brother. That's
okay. My bad. My
no, 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 not you.
Fucking poser. You're a poser, dog.
Yeah, you. There you go. You said it for me. Honestly, man. Anybody try to stuff. You can do that. You can do that in sandals. That's not what.
That's not real skateboarding.
You do that shit in fucking Crocs. You fucking poser.
My apologies. I had a skateboard. I did not have a longboard. I was just wondering. Nah, I'm playing.
Any sport you can do in sandals, you know, it's just
it ain't a sport.
Yeah. Go back to your checkers, you know? Like, but really, no, that's all it was. Life before that was just that. And then I was all like, nah, man, like I was looking too much Call of Duty, trying to get into the lifestyle. And then I realized like hurry up and wait lifestyle wasn't really what Call of Duty kind of put together for me. But either way, I just went through it. Oh man. And then that's when I realized that like, you know, Meach was a recruiter at some point. I was like, oh, you had me in front of you and you lied to me? All right. Yeah.
He lied to us all.
Yeah.
Oh, you crazy. I'll tell the truth, man.
Yeah, I was all
honest
like, oh,
motherfucking
okay.
A, bro. Honest
Let's see how long this relationship goes, man. This is not going to be a good friendship. I'm going to make your chief life horrible. And now look at me.
Yeah, no, because these motherfuckers made it. They made life fucking miserable. You know what I'm saying? For certain people, not for me. I didn't have any problem. I didn't have any problem. I think one person, Rambob, that was it. Because Crosby, even though Crosby was a pain in the ass sometimes, he did what I needed him to do. You know what I'm saying? The only person ever gave me a problem was Rambod, like in my entire career. That's like the only person I ever had to write up my entire career was Rambod. And I still to this day, if I saw him on the street, it's on site. It's on site. Yeah, it's on site. It's on site. You know, and that's all right. This is like 10 years ago shit, and it's just like it was on site, bro. But no, because these guys are like young. They had like an abusive relationship with the previous leaders and shit. Because y'all just came off deployment. Velasquez just got snitched on by Green.
That's right. You know what? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, there was a lot. Not that to put anybody's business out there, but yeah, it was kind of dysfunctional.
Yeah, y'all already had Williams was already there.
Right, that's right. Yeah,
I was already dealing with that shit.
Does he listen to the podcast?
No. Jones had left. And did y'all even have a chief before, or was the billet just gapped?
I think it was Gap because we did let go, and his name was Skipper. That's who it was.
Yeah, I remember it was Travis Skipper. He was going for like 9 months before I got there.
Yeah, it's cool cat, but he did leave a gap, and then you came along. Yeah.
Yeah, so 9 months without any kind of leadership, just going fucking ape shit.
Just
everybody just fucking doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
Just pants on the ground, you know.
Oh, you definitely coming in like Gunny Highway and Heartbreak Ridge then.
And
Max Jones.
And this is 2011, so this is 29-year-old me. You know, so I'm not even 30, bro. So I'm a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like coming off recruiting and shit, you know. And I'm like, hey, you guys need to listen up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit worked.
Yeah, I mean, the shit worked. Voice and everything.
Listen, I mean, because I'm not a yeller. I probably yell maybe like once or twice. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, you just gotta, bro. We just gotta get the fuck out. We just gotta do this shit and get the fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah.
I got some.
I thought you were the new cook. I was like, oh man. Better get in there.
Yeah, because I was black. You know, everybody thought I was like
thought it was cook.
Yeah, a fucking cook or an admin or something like that. He wasn't the only one. That's what everybody thought when I got there.
Yeah, damn. Yeah.
Like, oh, you didn't know CSC? No. You know what I'm saying?
Are we gonna get Soul Food Thursdays, Chief?
No, but they had our division when I got there, it got like really brown. You know what I'm saying?
What's that supposed to mean?
No, it was good. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of diversity. Because when I got there, Bagley was already there, you were already there, Parker was already there. And then we had got more people. We got more people. And then radio was hella Hispanics. And I want to say it might have been like one black person.
Yeah, there was a Mexican submarine. Yeah, if anything.
Yeah, no, hella brown. And then Sonar, hella brown.
Yeah.
Fire Control had the brownies in it, you know. So for me, like, because we only had one black chief, you know, and then you had the one black officer, and so it's like, all right, well,
You remember his name? His last name?
Yeah, Gay, Lieutenant Gay. That's my man, Justin Gay. Listen, man, that's my boy. That's my guy. He's had a baby too, man. Congratulations to him.
Oh,
but,
so he's not. So,
yeah. So it's just me and him, right?
He changed his last name to Straight.
So it's just me and him, him and I, and then we're the only black E7 above representation. It's a lot of pressure, and we're both new. I'm a new chief. Essentially, he's a new officer, right? So it's like fuck all that weight, and then we got more brown people, more black people, that kind of shit. And then, it kind of balanced out because then we got like a lot more brown and black chiefs, back half especially. And then a lot more just diversity on the boat. Like that was probably one of the most diverse submarines I was on. I'm used to like this all white crews essentially. Like in Kings Bay, that's how a lot of this shit is. It's just like all white crews. In Virginia, it was diverse because it's Norfolk. Everybody wants to go there.
Everybody's there.
Yeah, but in Hawaii, you normally don't see that. You know what I'm saying? But this boat, the Hampton used to be an East Coast boat, so they still got billeted for blacks, like they were going to Norfolk. Yeah, but so what was that like, man? Coming from Los Angeles, going into the fucking Navy, into boot camp, and then going to a submarine. And dealing with that culture shock from like seeing your people just to seeing a bunch of weird looking motherfuckers.
You know what? I'll tell. Okay, let me get right into it. But either way, so yeah, that was a culture shock. But in the sense that like I did see some brown people who weren't the same brown people as me. Does that make sense? Because like when you walk around where you're from, obviously you kind of know you don't have to exactly be the same type of brown as long as you're from the same area. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when you get out there and you actually realize like, oh, there's different types of browns to this mix, then you really get into that culture shock of like, it's not the white people or the Indian people or the Chinese people or, the Asian people that kind of get you out of your element. It's the fact that like, oh, damn, I'm going to fall back on my boy over here who's brown as me. And then you realize like, oh, he's a whole different type of brown from a different type of mother. You know what I mean? Like another brother from another mother. And that's what I mean. Like a Texan Mexican and a LA Mexican, way completely opposite spectrums, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Texican.
Yeah.
They fill out white on their census, dog.
There was a rowdy one. I remember the short radio man. Yeah. And I remember he would get in his feels every time, like just one drop of liquor would just get to his tongue.
He's gone.
Oh man. And I was like, yo, you gotta chill, you gotta be able to like control yourself. But yeah, either way though, that changed. Obviously, I think any of us can say like, yo, when we got there, just a chain of command thing. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, I got to answer to somebody. You know what I mean? It's not just me out here alone to myself. You know what I mean? For myself, it's like, oh, all right, now I got people to look after along with me, make it up the rungs. You know what I mean? Of the ladder. So then I realized like, oh yeah, come on, you can't just be on your dumb stuff. You know what I mean? You got to make sure like, hey, like if you look bad, not only are you looking bad, but the people you came up with are looking bad, and you're putting your whole division, making them look bad. And so it's like, now you got to chill. You got to, fall in. Pretty much. That's it. Fall in.
Those shit at this time, you guys are what? Little E3s, E4s?
E3s, E4s, right? Yeah.
Little mafia. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's respect for. I like that shit for the youngsters to see that and like, oh shit, my shit affects somebody else. Let me tone it down a bit, or let me help the mission forward, rather, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay. But still gonna do your shit, but
a little
just going back to what
Meach,
going back to what Meach said, I will admit that like when I got there was like, all right, I think everybody kind of gets out of A school, just your regular military training, like to what you're going to be doing out in the fleet. Everybody gets out a little Joe Diggett, meaning like Joe Navy, kind of like, hey, you're going to be like, you're going to go out there and you're just going to hit the ground running, and you're going to make sure you're going to stand out and do everything. That's what I think everybody thought. I remember I did. And I remember like,
I did.
Yeah. Right. And then he's not wrong when he says that, like, I'm not going to say my situation is any different from anybody else's, but that one was dysfunctional. Like the unit was kind of dysfunctional. I mean, Travis Skipper did his best, but I know that he was on his way out. I was underneath Vasquez, and I know he had his own thing going on. I'm not going to put him, anywhere, but I was all like, oh man, now I realize that like everybody here is kind of jaded, in one way or another, either by their opportunity, their lack of thereof, or, their position, or wherever they feel they're not getting recognized. I felt like everybody felt a little jaded, and everybody's kind of like trying to punch up. And then I was just kind of like, I think that kind of caught on, you know what I mean? And it just set the bad tone. So when Meach came in, it's just kind of, I think that's what he sensed. And it's like, I got to rectify this crap, you know? So that's kind of like, then it kind of came back to like, I put it this way, I went through like that little, like, oh, from the streets kind of deal. Came out, oh, Joe Diggett, you know, Joe Navy. And then it just went right back down when I got to the ship. Because that was my first deployment and everything, and everybody was low morale. And then Meach, I'll admit, like he just came back up, you know, and made it come back up. And it's like, hey, yo, everybody get together. Yo, we gotta get this stuff done. You know what I mean? Even though there were some hard players that already kind of were fixed in their position, I was like, yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm open to it. What's up? What do you got going? What do you got for me? And then he just kind of came in and put it all together. So I mean, on that sense, I hope the audience kind of got that. But like, yeah, it's like a wave, you know, at least for me, it was just kind of like a little roller coaster. And this food came in and it was just like, oh, all right, he's got to do what he's got to do. You know what I mean? Some days you give me the shit, man, be like, hey, man, I want to go home. What's up? And he's like, no, guess what? You get to stay here and work on this. I was like, no,
but you at the end of the day, you respected it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I know what you're doing, but I hate that you're doing it. And you have to do it. Yeah.
Oh my God. I would hate to work for me, dog.
Yeah. You're telling me.
He telling me. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like, cause everybody I talk to like hates working for me. Yo. It's like, fuck, just leave me alone, dog. But it's like, yo, you know, cause if you're like, it's with me, right? If you're doing what you need to do, if you're doing your job, I'll never talk to you about work. You know what I'm saying? And it gets to that point because it's like, if you're doing your job, I never talk to you about work. And because if I gotta talk to you about work, you ain't doing your fucking job.
Yeah.
The fuck. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
I hear
like,
Sadira fires people for that.
Yeah. So if you're doing your job, I never talk to you about work, man. And life is good, and we can do other stupid shit, you know. But I had to separate like the old heads, the motherfuckers on their way out. I had to separate them, and then just give all the new guys all the responsibility, all the fucking, you know, say, hey, like, yo, I know you've been there for 2 days, but you're about to do all this shit right here, and you'll thank me a year from now. You'll thank me, you know, and that's what happened, man. Because then like the inmates got to run the asylum, and they got to see how shit, you know, they got to see how the sausage got made, you know, and it's like, fuck, I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, this shit is for a reason, because it's like, you know, something as simple as goddamn Dregger tubes, you know, a pain in my ass. You know what I'm saying? For 20 years in the fucking submarine service. That's how we monitor atmospheres on a submarine in case of an emergency, right? It's like a pain in the ass inventory, hard as fuck to get. And when you got them, it's a pain in the ass to get, right? But everybody always fucks it up and never has them, right? And I was like always on your shit, like, yo, we gotta have them. Right. I know it seems dumb, we gotta have them, right? And we left and we were good. And then everybody else was butt fucked, flying messages to God and country saying, hey, we can't deploy because we don't have this dumbass fucking item that we could have made a big deal a year ago, but we didn't, you know, we didn't make a big deal about it. Like, so like, you know, because I had so much fucking experience, you know, being deployed and shit. So it's like, I know how not to get fucked. You know, I know how to find new problems. You know what I'm saying? So we're never going to make we're never going to make the same old mistake. Always new mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to make a new mistake. You know, so but that's the thing, man. But no. So you do the time in the Navy. You know, you're like, I'm not going to re-enlist, you know, much to my chagrin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, I'm pretty sure I told you a million times, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because, no, for me, I kept it straight with motherfuckers. I prepared you for life in the Navy and out. So I'm like, yo, here's how you prepare yourself to get out, because everybody has to get out. And trust me, I don't want your ass on the breadline. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you how to get your certs and how to do this, how to do that, how to fucking GI build it. So I'm telling you how to do this shit while you're in, like at divisional training and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, this shit ain't for everybody, bro. It ain't for me. 20 years and 2 months. That's it, mother. I did 2 months too goddamn many. You know what I'm saying? I
But
look
you
at people
finished.
doing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
crossed
I
the finishing line.
get the fuck out. I couldn't do more than
You
that.
crawled
you know
to
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah,
I
you
was
hit the
limping,
banner with your hand, but you
limping,
got it in.
limping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so you get out and then you go to the real world. You don't have Uncle Sam paying the healthcare.
Nah, you
don't have you wake up, you smell eggs and bacon and pancakes cooking. You got CS3
not that
in there.
I smelled it in there either, man.
Yeah. You don't got free meals.
True,
You're paying
true.
taxes.
I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
All the taxes. How was that?
I was all like, man, my taxes are paying my chief. Oh, I thought I left this behind already. Nah.
Knowing I'm just out getting hammered off your tax dollars.
Yeah. This isn't going towards freedom. This is going towards a black label.
It's going towards some strippers' tuition. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Yeah. Some single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. No, but just like it's a blessing in disguise. And I know just the young cats that are listening to the two people, like, what is it? The like 18 and under listening to this podcast. That's not good for the brain, by the way.
Yeah. It's great for your brain. Like Frosted Flakes.
But I'm hoping they're mining that gold. Yeah, hoping they're mining that gold. And if they can take anything away, it's a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Like you do realize once you get in and then get out, you're all like, holy smokes. Like not only like you were talking, real facts. It's just kind of like, oh, everybody out here has such a, I'm not going to put, for the lack of better word, such a low standard that when you're coming in, just having the standard that you maintained before, oh man, it just like clears the bar easily. I really mean it, like easily. It's down here, Civvy side, and then you come out here and you're all like, yo, you guys didn't learn where all the fire extinguishers are at and stuff like that. Nah, nobody needs to know all that. Like, and then they're like, you know all that? Yeah, and I just got a promotion off of that. You know what I mean? Like your standard, if you just keep it, you keep it following, and after that, you're like up here to them.
Yeah, not because what it is that you said it right. The standard is low, and it's not something like insulting or anything like that. It's just about averages, right? And the average is what you need to survive in life, right? Yeah. So if what you need to survive in life is to pull a fire alarm and then exit the building, that's all you need. I'm not learning the maximum effective range for CO2. That's fucking stupid.
Right.
To a normal person, right? So so you're average, I'm average, right? In the submarine force around a bunch of above average motherfuckers.
Exactly.
We go back to the real world.
Yep.
We're like goddamn fucking
superstar.
We're like Metal Gear Solid out this bitch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? MacGyver. Like that's how I felt getting a real job. Sadira, I'm sure that's how you felt going back to the real world.
Yeah, you realize everybody around you. Yeah, exactly. I hope so.
Like they just say,
Dara, how did you feel going back to the real world?
I don't know. It took me 6 months to find a job. Coming out when I was going to school. And then when I did go to work, I was working for a nonprofit. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I told y'all the story, but I got hired for a job that I did not apply for. Mm-hmm. They hired me as a finance assistant. I applied for the administrative assistant position. Mm. So when I went into the interview and they were asking me all these questions, well, do you know how to do this for finance? No. Do you know how to do this for accounting? No. Do you know how to do this? No. Do you have experience with this? No. Well, what'd you do in the military? Well, I did this, and
I thought you went to the Catherine Gibbs School.
That don't count. But because I worked at the airport on base for like the last 2 years, I was working on the system, checking in bags. I was basically an airport person. Or whatever. So I had to use the gate system that they use when you get all the sailors on the flight or soldiers on the flights, whatever. So because the lady I was interviewing with was a Air Force vet, she knew the system that I was referring to. Mm-hmm. So, finished the interview, went home, and I was like, I ain't getting this job because I don't know how to do any of this stuff they asking me. They called me back like the next day and said, we need you to start yesterday. Oh, and wow. I'm like, okay. So when I get in there and I'm talking to her and she's like, don't downplay your skills. She said, you have good skills, blah, 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 blah. And she said, if you worked on gates in the military, she said, I know you can work the system that we have in this office.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
I was
cool.
like, I said, all right, cool. And that, jump started my whole thing. And I went in there
Aw.
and, took off. So
And then somebody took a chance on you.
yeah,
Took a
Oh,
yeah,
chance, take
that
a
was
chance,
so
take a
nice.
chance on me. Take a
But
chance
that's what
on me.
that's what propelled me to where I am now. And then, I started part-time and I needed full-time work because I needed benefits because I had faith.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, what else can I do? So I was working 2 different part-time jobs. I was doing the finance assistant part of the week, and then I was doing care coordination the other part to be full-time. So that was
Mhm.
going into hospitals, visiting patients, setting up their care plans when they get out, doing follow-ups,
Grinding.
medication management,
Wow.
blah, 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 blah. I was doing home visits, everything, all up and down Williamsburg, Hampton, all that stuff. And then the company started growing. So I was like, all right, I kind of want to do HR. So I wrote this whole letter to my boss and I said, this is what I want to do. I said, we're gaining employees, so you're going to need a full-time HR person, and I can still help with finance, and I want a title change, and I want a raise. And and they say
They
yes.
said what? Damn, there you
They
go.
say yes. Yep.
You know what's crazy is
So-
that before I got the Navy, the only thing I knew about HR was about Toby from The Office. I didn't know anything about HR.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and here I am now. That kickstarted my whole whatever.
Closed
Yeah.
mouth don't get fed. There you go.
Yep.
But yeah, did you think that the your work ethic was different than like non prior service veterans?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
I mean, it's different. They don't have because you on time, right? It's only been recently that I just been like, man, F it. I'm still in the bed at 7:00 when I'm supposed to be sitting at my computer. My tour starts
Yeah.
at 7:00. I'm still in the bed, or I'm just getting in the shower at 7:00. But I have my phone, and I shouldn't be saying this, but I have my phone where I can still check emails, wherever I'm at in
That's
the
what's up.
room.
Be
And
flexible.
yeah. So, but I also work late all the time. So I'm like, what's another 15 minutes? I don't care. Or I'm on earlier. So, that's, working from home. But I mean, I don't take advantage, but I'm not as, strict about it. But if I was in the office, yes, I would be there early. I would be where I was supposed to be and all that fun stuff. But no, the work ethic is definitely different.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that might be why some military people, as you see in the group, TJ, seem so entitled when they get out
Oh yeah, yeah.
because
yeah,
they have
yeah,
a different air about themselves. So, yeah.
Yeah, everything they should get every job, man. Like I was a flight captain on the USS Kitty Hawk. Like so fucking what? Yeah, like everybody getting out the fucking military thinks they should be entitled to every job with no certifications. Period. So you get out the Navy, skateboard. You got the Navy.
Oh shit.
You go back to California.
What's
Right?
up? Yeah.
What's life like? Like, what's that first day of freedom like? Because matter of fact, because let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you.
Go ahead,
right?
man. You got a lot.
Because when you get that DD-214 and you heading off that base, it's a different feeling, right?
That hangover is a little different. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So for you,
it's a little more
when
relieving.
you got that piece of paper and you headed off base, what did that feel like?
Oh man, I feel like like if you're ever a puppet and then like a little puppet, but you actually get your strings, detached, and you just start lying and start getting a Pinocchio nose. So now really, like it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, like you know what I mean. Like I think you went through it too, where you can just kind of like know that you have nobody else to answer to. That feeling of like, hey, I really am like this. Actually, this piece of paper right here dictates to everybody that like, hey, you can't really boss me around in the sense of like, hey, you got some authority over me. I know that like you're still, you know, attached to them. However, you can walk off saying like, hey, nobody, you know, I'm not answering to nobody. That's all. But no, I mean, it's a little weird because you're just like, that was a lot of my life for like, you know what I mean? That was 100% of my life for the past 5 years. Yeah. Just, you know, one, you know, it's just walking through a membrane. You're like, holy crap, now I'm, but under their eyes, believe it or not, you're somebody different now, you know, like now you're just a regular old civvy, you know, now we can kick you out of here and leave that boot mark in your asshole. You know? It's cool. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Less responsibilities. Yeah. And you don't really go ahead.
That I'm laughing because you brought up not having to answer to people, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So when I was on my way out, I had started transitioning my hair to locks, right? And back then I got out in 2013. So right after my daughter, right after I had her in 2012, I started transitioning my hair to locks, and I went through this whole thing where I was stationed still at the airport, and they're like, oh, well, you can't wear your hair this way, you can't wear your hair that way. So I was in a gray area because I put my hair in box braids, which technically is allowed. You can have protruding braids from your hair, right? Right. That's allowed. It was in the regs. So that's how I had my hair braided. And I wore it curled, so it was in a style. It was my natural hair. It wasn't hanging on my collar or anything like that. And I remember I was in, I think I was in the galley or whatever. And they had wherever all the restrooms were on base. And I was walking through, and like I said, I had already been dealing with it for months, right? And I finally got to a point where my first class was like, all right, your hair's fine. We're not going to talk about it. She was a female first class, so she knew the regs. So she was like, okay, no, you change your hair, you're good. So I'm walking through, getting my lunch or whatever. And this, I don't know, I forget if he was a senior chief. He stopped me and he said something about my hair.
Said shit,
and
mate.
I was just like, you know what? Like, are you serious right now? And I was so frustrated because I had gone through such an ordeal already to get into regs. And TJ, you know how I get with my mouth sometimes, right? And again, this is, I don't know if he was a senior chief or a CMC or whatever. Oh, but he said something, and I was like, I got so mad. I said, whatever, I'm getting out in a few weeks anyway. Right?
Yeah. That's the attitude, right? That's what the attitude comes.
And I was like,
you gotta hit it
he
right.
was like,
that's all.
Who's your first class? Who's your chief? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, so-and-so, and walked away. And I didn't even care. And I got back. Yes, I got back, and I walked into my first class. I said, you know what? I said, I ran into this person here. I said, this is what I said, and so be it, whatever. And he was just like, oh man. And I was just like, yeah, it is what it is. Sorry, I'm getting out. I don't care no more. So
right, yeah. And it's cool because you know how to direct people. You're all like, hey, no, you're gonna have to ask so-and-so and Chief Petty Officer, Master of the Navy. Out there somewhere. Not me no more though. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
man, that's wild, man. So we got another guest just joined us, man. Aileen, we're just wrapping up everybody's weekend, man. How you doing, Aileen?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, get to everybody.
Hey.
Be right back.
Oh my gosh.
What have you been up to?
I've been super busy. First of all, I don't know if any of you have, older children, but my youngest just moved out, and I was like so happy in the beginning. And now it's like being an empty nester is kicking in. And I'm like,
is it kicking in like that?
Bone walking around with no drawers on?
Oh,
you walking around with a Dennis Rodman jersey on with no underwear?
Listen, your friend is happy. I'm the crybaby over here. Yeah. I'm just like, and I've done my research because, a little bit about me. I'm like big on research, and I, research everything. But I had my kids early, so I didn't think that it would hit me the same. But little did I know, like, empty nest syndrome is real, and it hit hits like the moms harder than the dads, and between the age of 40 and 50. And I'm like, fuck, I'll be 39 on Tuesday.
Oh my fucking God. The game just starting right now.
Right, exactly. So I should be happy, but man, your friend is really
you've got your whole life ahead of you.
Boom, crip walking through the hallways and shit.
Like I couldn't imagine being 40, knowing that no one's ever going to come to my house without me opening the door for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling you, I'm on my 4th glass of wine. I'm on my 4th glass of wine today.
Oh my God! In the
past 2 hours.
No, you gotta. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those up.
How does it feel for you as far as the like the empty net? Is it like I don't have anyone that needs me anymore? Is that it?
You know what? I think it's a mix of things, because I raised my boys to be men. So they were my everything. They were my protectors. They were my, I did everything for them, but at the same time, I raised them to be men. So I didn't have to do anything for them after they started their first jobs and things like that. But little things around the house, like all of the heavy lifting, I didn't have to worry about that. Yeah. And that's the thing that, I prayed for, you know what I mean? I never wanted girls because I'm not a girly girl, but my guys, man, they did a lot for me. And, losing that and gaining a husband, it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, just don't project that on your husband. You know what I mean? Like, I know your boys are your boys, but
I don't know about that.
Good.
Listen,
yeah,
I'm trying, but man, he about made me cut him. Like,
I'd be losing my shit having the house empty. Like that big ass house. Just I wouldn't have clothes on.
See, and that's the way he is. And Sadira, he's like you. Like, he's like, yeah, party, let's go. I'm ready for the next one. What we doing today? You know what I mean? But me, I'm just like,
nope, I got 8 more years. I'm ready.
You can come in the house at any hour.
I always
at any time you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can come in the house anytime you want. Like, that's what it's like. And I remember like 2 years ago, I think I used to have that life, and I miss those days, man. I miss those days.
I was trying to call you one day because I ain't even gonna hold you. Definitely the Clorox commercial stole your daughter's face. I ain't even gonna hold you. Every time I see that commercial, I think about your daughter. It's this dark-skinned girl that
I'm about to get her in the acting, man. I'm about to get her in the commercials.
Yo, I'm telling you, this Clorox commercial, she has her daughter's face. Her hair is all thick and pretty, and she's like, I can do anything. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm calling Tori, and that's his daughter.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get my daughter in Hollywood, man.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a lot. It's a lot because God love him. I love my husband, but it's just certain things that he lacks that
y'all can do mushrooms.
Listen. Your friend, no.
I actually have some. I was gonna do some on a pod live, but then I said no. But I actually have some. I have some.
Listen, your friend is in the bed right now. And what time is it?
It's 8:30. Bold in the bed already?
Exactly.
Party animal.
Yeah. But no, I mean, listen,
but
man,
that was my weekend.
I enjoyed
my weekends with I enjoy my weekend with
congratulations.
And my son, he moved out on Friday. And being that he's the last of the litter, I don't know. I wasn't too I wasn't like, it wasn't empty nest syndrome yet with my older son, because my older son, I felt that he was ready. You know what I mean? When you have those kids that you just know you don't have to worry about, and that was my oldest son. I knew he was going to be fine. But my baby, he's kind of sketchy. He's kind of sketchy. I'm like, son, did you find your shoes this morning when you woke up?
Exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my God. Like he is the one that I worry about the most, but he's also the one that I went through the most trauma with. You know, I almost lost that one. You know, he cost me almost $1 million to save his life, you know, and it was well worth it. And now, you know, he's almost 20 years old and he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life yet, which is understandable. But that was my weekend. You know, kicking him out was necessary. And I understand that it was necessary because I worked myself up to it. And I know that I have to trust myself and my parenting of what I taught him. And I know he's going to be fine. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you make me sketchy because the friends that you hang out with, you're a suburban baby. Like, let's be real. You are not from the hood, but you hang out with these kids that are, you know, from that area. You don't know their struggles and what they've been through. I come from that. So for you to hang out with those type of kids and you're a suburban baby, like you fucking live in a 4-bedroom house, you never went to bed hungry type of deal. Like that's the problem I have with my baby. So
he thinks he knows, but he doesn't really. Yeah, he's just getting it from a third party. He's getting it from a third party. You know? And he thinks that like, oh, because my friends know it, you know, that I can probably rock with him too. And then he's gonna realize, you know, real quick, like, nah, yeah.
So are y'all? So are you guys with the elder kids? Are you guys worried about your kids living on their own?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Only one.
Oh my God. I knew I came on this spot for a reason. Because I know y'all been on here since about 7:30, but I've been worried. I was like, oh my God, maybe I'm the only one with older kids.
Nope.
I got a couple years, but if she stay on this track, man.
Like, yo, you can stay till 30.
That's crazy too. I definitely feel what you're saying because I got one that
my daughter ain't never leaving. Yo.
He has a nice little bubble. He has a nice little bubble, but his friends don't have the same bubble as him. They don't have the same covering as him. But being around him so much, they talk about their issues. Well, he almost feels that he has to make up. Yeah, he has to relate. He has to make up
my God.
issues.
Let me tell you.
Make up problems that he don't have.
I
got a phone call. I got a phone call.
I don't even smoke
yesterday.
In my house, and you see what I'm doing. God damn
it. got
a phone call yesterday from Faith's teacher. Because she run around calling one of these boys in her class a bitch.
Shut up. Oh my
God. I'm like, really? She trying to be like her little friends. I'm like, we don't do that. Me and your father do not raise you like that. Like you. We're not in the hood. We're not in, you know, anything like that. She got things a little bit better.
Right.
She got things a whole hell of a lot better. I'm gonna just say than a lot of her friends.
Let's be real.
Like
we struggle so that our kids won't.
And I'm just like, and just like today, she on the phone with another one of her little hoodlum friends. Girl, excuse me, you don't talk like that.
You don't talk like that. Like, all that. Oh my God.
Okay. Yo, I'm telling you what, my son, he is a mess. Like he had like this new girlfriend, you know, that he met in West Virginia, whatever. And he spent the week with her or whatever. Apparently this little girl, she doesn't have the best living arrangements. And he came home and he's like, oh yeah, her mother has all of these kids. And I had to kill 3 roaches before I went to bed.
Only fuck?
Yes. Where do I put the third one?
I'm like, listen, first of all, son, don't think that you have to relate to what they're going through. I said, because it could be. I mean, you know, I'm just mom. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be that they're hanging out with you for you to show them something different than what they go through on a daily basis. I don't know. You know, I've only been on this earth for 39 years. I've been, you know, I was homeless at 14, had my first kid at 15. You know what I mean? I don't know shit, but you know, who knows? I'm just throwing ideas out there for you, sir. They're hanging out with you because they're thinking that you can show them something different than what they've been going through. Like, let's be real here. I had a couple of his friends in my car. I used to carpool these kids from God knows where. Little boy asked me to drop him off at a check cashing place. I'm like, sir, do you know that you
got
can
money?
Right. I'm like, do you know you can get a bank account?
We's free.
It's free. The bank account. So I asked my son, you know, what are you showing your friends that are that's different than what they live on a daily basis? Because let's be real here. You're a suburban baby. You don't know what they go through on a daily basis. You don't know what the struggle is. You had your first cell phone at 8 years old. Let's be real here, sir.
Listen.
Yeah, because they're glorifying one lifestyle over the other.
Cell phones, iPads, freaking desktop computers, TVs.
Exactly. Like my whole thing with my son is, at one point you had not one, but two laptops and one iPad. Like, you're a fucking brat.
God damn.
And I own that. I own that. That's on me. I own that. But at the same time, I made so many donations in this town that I've lived in for almost 20 years. Okay.
Oh.
They rebuilt the library on my shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know how that feels. I was that kid who had nothing. I went to the library to finish my homework because that was my sanctuary. That was my quiet place.
The library is dope. I'm in the library like twice a week, bro. The library is dope as fuck, man.
Yes, exactly. So I take pride in all of that. So I say all of that to say this. Empty nest syndrome is something that's so freaking serious. You have no idea. It's real. It's definitely real.
Can I show you guys a video?
I mean,
are you awake?
I know. Can we say no?
Am I awake?
Yeah, you look like you're about to fall asleep.
No. It's my fucking. I don't know if you guys can hear me. My goddamn my laptop is acting crazy right now. So there's a chance I may have to like pause the pod for like 10 seconds and close some shit or whatever. It's just my laptop is lagging right now. And I was trying to put
you got playing in the background.
Well, I'm trying to close some shit or pull some shit up and close some shit, but I can't. So like I'm just talking. So we're talking and none of the screens are moving. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's shit is just frozen now. It's recording now, so you know we're good. But yeah, I gotta.
Well, at least Calvin's pose is something serious.
Yeah. I'm camera ready.
Yeah, but so have you guys seen this shit about McDonald's?
Yeah, I want to go get a Happy Meal.
The adult Happy Meals.
The adult Happy Meals.
Not a Happy Meal.
I went to McDonald's today. I got Happy Meal for my daughter.
Yeah.
She fucked that burger up, bro.
She
fucked that burger up.
But is the portion smaller? Like
it's a regular cheeseburger. She killed that bitch.
Yeah, and the kids one.
So
what about the adult
one?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking about the adult one. So if they're doing adult meals or in a shape.
Let me get my good friend Google. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm wondering that. So I was looking at your topics, right? So I thought about that, and I thought about, you know, with McDonald's doing these adult Happy Meals, right? So they always say, you know, how Americans are so obese or whatever. And you do have a lot of people that order from the kids menu, like myself, and maybe, just maybe, they're doing that to grab that type of, you know, those type of people. So, you know, you have those people who order from the kids menu because they want a lesser portion.
Oh, smaller portions.
Yeah. So I was asking, in the adult kids meals or whatever they're calling them, is it a smaller portion or is it the same portion just in the shape of a box?
I think it's the same portions for like an adult's meal, like value meal, but you get like a special themed toy.
All right, so
that's what I got.
What kind of fucking toy they're giving out? Like,
no, well,
it's like a designer
What the hell is going on with this fucking computer?